got some glass panes I want to just quickly get put down here. Might as well quickly place these in. Might as well just quickly add those while we're at it. But right now, I think I'd rather much just actually go back to that spider eye spawner. I meant cave spider spawner. I'd rather go get back there quickly and actually set up another portal, which I actually already sort of have contained in this red box here. I'm going to go and set myself up another portal near the spider eye farm that I've sort of just... Well, it's actually just a cave spider spawner, but as far as I'm concerned, it is a farm. It's enough to be like a farm. So it's just like one spawner basically going. Let's just get rid of the rest of this tree while we're at it. And there's still going to be a hole here. Probably not going to really bother to patch it up. Yes, I do actually remember the coordinates of this cave spider spawner I'm going to try and go back to, so all I need to really do is just head back there. Ideally, I'm going to go by the overworld so that I know exactly where to place another portal. Then we're basically just going to make a path that's going to lead back to the overworld through the nether. So I'll have basically a very easy set of tunnels to just run through if I ever want more spider eyes in the future. Gonna make this first trip on the overworld just so I know where to put the portal. Just so the portal's put in a good location. Oh wow, there's a ton of sand golems. Just curious to see if any of them might drop a desert shell, but I'm not really exactly counting on it. Okay, I just was wondering where my skeletal sword was for a moment. It's not like I really could have misplaced it at this point. Right, that one dropped a desert shell. So I guess the answer is yes. We are still actually kind of lagging quite a bit. What's my render distance again? Okay, it's at 8. It's not that high up. Let me see what background programs I actually can close. There's a few. Honestly, don't know how much this is really going to help. Probably not much. I'm probably going to keep this Troll Basher axe here in the hotbar because it's got looting on it. I can just pick up Spider Eyes on the way to my cave spider spawner. And yes, I managed to actually remember the coordinates because I did actually save a highlight where I was actually at that cave spider spawner, so that's basically how I remembered the exact coordinates. Or almost the exact coordinates. So I'm already pretty close on the z-axis, but we're still far away on the x-axis. So it's going to be quite the trip, actually. I still have to go about, like, a little over 2,000 blocks east. But if I keep on running, and ideally keep on getting biomes like deserts that are easy to just quickly run through, might not take that long to get there. Deserts are, for the most part, very easy to run through. Have I looted this desert temple already? I don't remember whether or not I have. I'm gonna take a closer look and see. Depends on what the inside looks like. That's gonna basically tell me everything I need to know. This looks like it hasn't really been touched yet. And there's 2 brown mushrooms also just sitting here. Looks like this hasn't really been touched yet, so let's get a closer look and see. No, I think this is a completely untouched desert temple here. Okay, I've clearly never been in this one. That's actually Latin. And by the way, that's just actually placeholder text because I recently was just looking to see... Anyways, hi there, Coupon Code. I was looking to see exactly how I could just get the text to stop overflowing out of the chat box. Because earlier I had to basically just shrink the chat box because otherwise the text would just overflow out of it and some of it would become unreadable. Oh wow, it's a lot of spider eyes. So I actually figured out how to just basically change the width of like the text box through some CSS, and now like I've sort of fixed the problem. I can now just actually make the chat box, like make the text bigger and easier to read. And it won't overflow out of the text box anymore. Yeah, I was having that problem earlier where text was just basically overflowing out of the chat box. And now I've basically kind of figured out how to get to stop doing that entirely. So now I can basically just enlarge the chat box so it's easier to read, like it was sort of before. And that was basically just auto-generated Latin text that I used to basically just test to see like if the changes really worked or not. Yeah, this desert temple was untouched, but I just grabbed basically all the good stuff in it. Well, maybe not necessarily good stuff. I just grabbed whatever was there. I honestly don't think I'm ever going to use this Blast Protection 3 book, so I'll just toss it. I honestly don't see myself using it. Still never really know what those books could have had in them anyways. We could have found something perhaps pretty rare and useful. Sadly, really wasn't the case. I don't think I'll even need the feather falling that badly either because I can always just use a gravitator to negate fall damage. Usually I can do that. Right, so... Is this actually a Mesa biome of some sort? Yeah, it is. Okay, it's actually... Okay, it's actually somewhat big, at least. Wait, how big is this Mesa anyways? It doesn't look all that big at all. Okay, it's not that small. Give the worst minion in the game. I heard they spawn only in Mesas, but... The mud balls make the pet, but... I have yet to really spot any. Then again, I haven't really gone looking for them either. Yeah, this is certainly a tiny Mesa. I'm used to seeing them just being way bigger. Maybe because I'm only finding small pieces of them at a time. Might as well just take some leather while I'm at it. I mean, I'm definitely going to be making more enchanted books in the future. Or just books in general, so let's just take the leather here. Those are basically all kinds of the lower level minions, I assume. Those kind of sound like the low level ones. I basically never really saw any purpose to summoning low level minions anyways. As fun as it might be to just spam a bunch of penguins. Never really saw much of a point in doing that. I'd probably just consider waiting until you get to some of the really good minions, like the ones that can heal you. And then basically just summoning those. Once you get the creation level necessary. Yeah, I still have like 79 creation right now. Yeah, that would be definitely worth summoning, by the way, the healing golem. Yeah, that would be a minion for sure worth summoning. Felt like last month was 100. I'm trying to remember exactly when I did livestream number 100. How many items now? I still never really bothered to count. I'm basically just busy either maintaining the upkeep on resources I need or trying to find more items. Usually just trying to get more things done, and not so much just stopping to count what I already do have. I hope I'm right on this. I'd like to just estimate them at least 25% done, but I haven't even really bothered to check, so I'm not even sure. I certainly have a lot of items already. And at the rate we're going, very likely I'm probably going to maybe consider just not even bothering with some of the really, really long grinds. There's probably going to be some grinds for items that are just going to be really unenjoyable to actually do and for people to watch, so I'm probably not going to bother with those most likely. That or they're going to be very low priority. Like, I'd probably just get other items before some of the lower priority ones. I remember there was like one set of armor you need 10 hive chunks for. That could be an example of one of the lower priority items. Or set of 4 items because it's an armor set. That right there could be an example of something I might not necessarily go for until like There's not really any other options left. I think it was actually 10 hive chunks, but still, 10 hive chunks. I only ever got one hive chunk so far in the series. And it's not like I'd spent all my time just grinding parasects, but still. What would I try next? I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea when I'm really gonna just consider this series finished. I definitely have to battle all the bosses at least once, though, to really feel like I've completed it. You can expect me to at least try all the bosses. Might have to maybe just find some really cheap ways to kill some of them, but I'd like to at least try all the bosses. Okay, I think I'm gonna head under right now. I'm gonna start going back underground. This is probably about the right spot in which to do it. Let's just pick up some cows first, though. Then I'll just head under, perhaps. Now we're gonna go down. Okay, that's why I'm not picking up any cobblestone. Inventory's basically already full. I mean, I did loot a desert temple. And got 3 more carved runes I'm probably not going to need for anything else anymore. Yeah, we basically have already set up all the portals by now, so basically not really going to need at all the carved runes. Also some random string, because why not? Have I looted this chest before? I don't think I have. As a matter of fact, I doubt I have looted that one already. I don't think I'm going to need those random 3 oak logs. Well, it could have been something even more interesting in there, actually. So I'm going to go look for the cave spider spawner again. Might as well maybe just explore some more of these tunnels here. And maybe stumble into some more loot. If I find anything really interesting, like maybe an enchanted book, but I don't see that being all that likely, considering how many other items I could just get instead. So I might as well go exploring a bit. I really should have not picked up so much loot. I really would like to see if maybe I'm going to stumble into perhaps another sort of loot chest. I mean, it's always possible. What's supposed to be down here? Besides just more tunnels, of course. Okay, that's just more limonite, but I might as well grab it regardless. Still picking it up, for sure. I'll probably quickly make some sticks while we're at it. So I can make more torches. Yeah, these look like tunnels I haven't really explored yet. Certainly didn't see this cave here either. That's a cave spider spawner right there. But do I want to farm this one or maybe look for like another cave spider spawner? Well, that one just snuck up from behind me. Or do I want to keep on looking around for the one I've already just sort of cleared most of the blocks around out anyways? Now I'm starting to recognize these tunnels. It looks like I just placed a bunch of torches down in these tunnels already. Basically been through these by now. That's a pretty big vein of runium right here. I'm gonna grab it all. I'm trying to find this specific cave spider spawner I was farming from, like, earlier. Because I've basically already done clearing out all the webs there, so I'd like to just find that again. Except I really can't find it for whatever reason. Probably gonna have to settle with that other cave spider spawner, most likely. Or maybe just keep on looking through these tunnels, perhaps. Yeah, I definitely would have remembered placing those. Should have maybe just stuck with the cave spider spawner as soon as I saw it. Now I'm trying to just figure out where that may be again. Because I'm basically just finding all kinds of dead ends now, it looks like. Yeah, I could have actually just already looked through all these tunnels already. I've probably already looked through that chest. I mean, there wouldn't be like an oak sapling in it. Like, it wouldn't just like be part of the loot chest, so I must have already looked through it. Not to mention, like, 2 stacks of cobblestone are also in there. Yeah, I've actually already been back here. Okay, I hear spiders. I sort of hear spiders. That's a skeleton spawner right there, it looks like. I vaguely see a skeleton there. That's a cave spider spawner. Let me get a closer look at it. Yeah, I see one right here. I could maybe start farming off of this one, perhaps. Trying to just quickly make a chest here to put some extra crap in. Stuff I don't need to really necessarily carry right now. I think I can maybe just set up camp right about here. Once I clear out the lava, it's probably going to be like even better to really set up here. Just probably going to get rid of the lava first. I think this will probably be like the spot to really just grind spider eyes from. I'll probably turn this into my spider eye farm. So now I kind of gotta just put a portal somewhere around here. This will probably be a good spot to just place one. Let's also just put some of this extra stuff away while we're at it. That's already going to make plenty of space in my inventory just to get stuff done with. So now I can just get that portal ready to be placed. We'll probably get that portal ready right about now. This will basically be like one of my go-to spots for spider eyes, pretty much. I'm gonna probably want to start making a tunnel now. See if I can really make a tunnel that's gonna go straight down to like Y18, or see if it's possible or not like this. And also kind of just make myself a sort of safe box here. Yeah, it kind of spawned in near like a lot of lava, so I don't know how we're gonna necessarily just conceivably do this anyways. Spawned in next to a bunch of lava, so I'm trying to just make this safe, even if that might not necessarily be like very easy to do. I'm gonna make ladders quickly. Probably seems like a good idea to make ladders. Not gonna waste time though. We're just gonna make a couple ladders. Actually, right there should be more than enough. could we actually get ourselves conceivably down to, like, Y18 from here or not? Or if lava's gonna be a problem here. Lava could just be an issue, so let's see if that's gonna be the case or not. Let's go down slowly to make sure, like, we don't die to lava or anything. I'll just go down slowly. Hence why I decided to go down slowly, because there's lava right there for us. Hence why I'm taking this slow. Okay, Cowman, this is bad. Cowman's now aggroing me. This is bad. At least if I go back down here, you can't knock me all over the place. Alright, now I got a Cowman aggroing me. It's gonna make this way harder to just do. With him just attacking me. Uh-oh, 2 Cowmen. And one of them's already dead. Well, looks like both of them are now gone. Okay, that could have easily been so much worse. I could have really just been screwed at that point. Because of Cowmen. Could have really been, basically, dead. Okay, I'm basically at Y18 now. This is good. So I'm gonna mine south from here, ideally. Actually, no, I need to mine... I'm going the wrong way. I need to mine north, not south. I'm just gonna patch all this up since I have no plans to really go down here. Yeah, the plan is to basically just go north from here. And that ladder would just lead straight to our nether portal that would lead straight over to that cave spider spawner. Then I could go through here. Could go through this tunnel. Ow. Yeah, I'll just slowly take damage, because why not? And that's gonna lead straight back here, basically. It's gonna lead straight back into one of my many nether tunnels. So once I go east from this tunnel, I could go to, like, X400. And then if I go east from there, that's gonna lead straight to Spider Eyes. Just so I can carry more stuff, I'll throw some of that out. make another crafting table quickly. Actually, need just one single log for this. I think you can figure out what I'm trying to do here. I still think I only need one more stranglewood log for this. There we go. That's going to point us to the right where the cave spider spawner will be. And I'm probably going to just want to leave it like this at this point. Also, I don't think I need this crafting table here specifically. Now I basically have made a path to my cave spider spawner, and it's going to be super easy to get to. So in case I ever need more spider eyes, now we know where to go. We just go east in this nether tunnel, basically. And just like that, we can leave the nether again. So there's basically now a permanent path to my cave spider spawner. So I'm just looking at what I have now, thinking what I should do next. Still have all these crystals and gemstones just sitting here. But I still feel like just taking care of all of that later, perhaps. And not necessarily just looking at it right now. I'm tempted to maybe just finish off everything in Christevia at this point. Just get everything you could possibly buy from Crystal Traders. I'm tempted to maybe just try and get it all done here. Oh, hey there, Grant Brown Gaming. Just looking at what to do next. Like, what should I basically just try and get done now? Oh, here we go again. Creeper right in front, right outside my house. Barely giving me any time to react to it. So I'm just wondering what else there still might be left over to buy. Probably didn't buy a crystal carver yet, so I probably have that to do. Crystal great blade. And then a whole crystal armor set. Just trying to figure out, like, how many crystals specifically I'm going to need for all this. I think I should maybe just mine whatever I can find, perhaps. What the hell? Where'd that come from? There's another creeper somewhere in my house. Like, where's it coming from? Where are these things coming from? Like, I literally can't even see them. Like, I don't even know if I can leave my house without a creeper just blowing up on me. Because I heard this creeper, but I literally can't see him. He's probably going to blow up when I least expect him to, also. I don't know. Hopefully I can just ignore him. Hopefully he's not actually going to blow up on me. So what do I not need to carry? I don't want to just cram too much stuff in my inventory that I don't actually need. So I'm going to put a bit of stuff away while I'm at it here. Might as well also get this thrown in the furnace while we're at it. Because I know I don't need to carry all this stuff, basically. But I do want to be carrying plenty of Rosidons, though. It's just going to make getting around Christevia easier. So I'll collect a couple more of these while we're at it. And that should do for now. When I see this thumbnail and this title pop up on my feed, it's always a good night. Indeed it is. Yeah, it's usually a good night for me as well. I usually don't get my ass kicked too badly in these streams anymore. Coniferon was probably one of the only exceptions recently. Coniferon is pretty powerful. And I didn't think to just range him, which was obviously, like, my mistake. I should have just ranged the guy. Probably could have actually not even died if I'd just been a bit more careful. But I basically now know what to expect from him. Obviously, first time I was basically just going in blind. So of course you could kind of expect me to get wrecked first try. Going in blind and everything. What are we gonna do with a boat in Christevia? probably absolutely nothing. I think I should also put my flint and steel back as well. I also don't think I'll need to carry those either. I'm gonna put my flint and steel back away. I should maybe also just take this stuff out while we're at it. Well, I'm probably going back to Christevia for a bit, just to collect more gemstones there. Something right outside my house and I can't even see it. Likely gonna go back there just to basically try and get it 100% completed. That's kind of the plan. To at least get maybe 1 or 2 dimensions 100% finished. I'm putting those bones away here, perhaps. I might as well put this book with the rest of them, and obviously putting that desert shell away. Obviously do not need to keep this. Then I think I can basically just go in with... We'll also put the leather away. I don't plan on using that either out there. Then I think I can basically just go in with whatever I got. Probably honestly shouldn't need much for Christevia at this point. Maybe this for just butcher experience during combat, and that's about it. And probably also the gemstones I already have. I'm probably going to want to just bring this stuff also. I'll probably also bring this stuff too, perhaps. Perfect. You can't stop seeing the hammer suit, I see, right? As in from Mario. I kind of just want to bring the whole lot of gemstones I have over to Christevia at this point. Except they can't shove them all in the 2 boxes, so I'll just put whatever I can in these. Well, I basically just carried almost all in those 2 boxes. So now we should be basically ready to go on over into Christevia. This should be basically what I need to go on in there with. Now let us return here. Oh, it's definitely possible to add power-ups. Though actually coding them myself, that's like beyond the scope of what I know how to do. So we're basically just gonna hop right back into Christevia and do whatever exploring is necessary. Yep, that dimension again, pretty much. We're back here. Yep, this is the dimension we're now back in. Yeah, it certainly felt like it was a while ago. Now I'm trying to come back here to see if I can just make more progress on clearing out the dimension. Alright, so let me get these gemstones out. Turn some to crystal form, if possible. See how many of these actually make it to crystal form. Probably also going to do the same for the white gemstones while we're here. Except let's just quickly go over onto that white crystal building. Shouldn't have that many more stacks of purple gemstones to go and trade in. Two more, it looks like. I'll just put the crystals away, obviously. I don't really need to carry them. That's basically all taken care of now. I'm gonna quickly take the white gemstones out. I think the white crystal's transfer structure was somewhere near here. Yeah, it was. Let's go on over to it now. And let's just basically repeat the process, but for the white gemstones now. Gem is going to crystal, basically, yes. And it has about a 1 in 8 chance of happening for each gemstone you use on this block here. Yeah, this would certainly take much longer if I didn't have Fortune 3 on my pickaxe. I'd be getting far fewer gemstones to really just turn to crystals. I mean, I would have spent even more time just basically doing this if I didn't have Fortune 3. So obviously that was like something I made sure I had before even coming here. Let's put those away. And then just go and see what else we can find. Keep on just running around, basically. There's a blue crystal transfer structure right there. Kind of been meaning to just turn all these gemstones to crystals anyways for a bunch of these. Right now we're back in. Yeah, I seem to have like pretty good fall damage resistance. Not sure if one of the custom skills in this mod like kind of helped me with that or not. Certainly didn't feel like it was 30 blocks. Probably closer to 10 actually. Maybe. Should be done with this soon. And actually ready to do some exploring. That could have possibly hit me, by the way, that projectile. Any news on Grant mode? Yes. Actually, just upload the highlight of the 2703 run right now. Like, just a couple hours ago, I basically uploaded that highlight of that new run. Alright, let's put all these crystals away. That's kind of a lot of them. So let me just pack up my things and go. Drink this, pack things up, and then just keep on exploring, basically. I guess now I can actually start picking up some more of these gemstones here. Honestly, don't know how many I'll need. At least I'm probably going to be able to find uses for the extra crystals I might end up with in case I grab like more than I actually need. Because I didn't really just bother to estimate like how many I'd exactly need for this. No, these are just white gemstones, actually. Everything you mine here is basically just gemstones. There's like 6 colors of them also, really. It's just like the 6 colors of gemstone. Christevia quartz, that sounds kind of fancy. But no, it's all just gemstones. Apparently I don't have too many red ones to really just convert right now. Well, I do have some, it looks like. But I have a lot more of the yellow and green ones, apparently. Yeah, we got a lot of red crystals now, it looks like. That's plenty. I definitely must have been up here already. I must have been in this one a long time ago. Yeah, it goes up a long ways. This is like before I figured out how good Rosadons really were. That goes up a super long way. In my stream thumbnail, I think I know who you're talking about. Is the one in the bathing suit? I'm thinking it was Physicist that asked, like, she reminds me of some DDLC character. I'm thinking it was Physicist who asked, like, maybe you should put blonde in the bikini somewhere into your stream layout, into your thumbnail. And that's basically what I did. Well, she did appear in one DDLC mod as some weird crossover. Yeah, that's a lot of crystals. Am I really gonna need that many, actually? Or do I maybe already have, like, more than I might need? I'm pretty sure that is who you're talking about, by the way. Yes. I'm gonna need a new potion soon. I type only somewhat fast. Oh, that must be what's hitting me. I might just say screw it and take my sniper rifle out if this keeps up. I mean, at least I did keep it in my red shulker box, so I can always pull it out if I need it. I can always just whip it out if I need it, so might consider doing that sooner or later. Just to deal with the constructs of terror, because they're hard to hit with just conventional range weapons. Yeah, some mobs basically make, like, no noise in this. In fact, there's some that sneak up on you and can hit you pretty damn hard. And they make, like, no noise, so it's kind of hard to see them coming. It's in one of my shulker boxes, yes. But it doesn't have much durability left on it. And I have only, like, 40 bullets. I've usually just kept it in there for safekeeping, in case maybe I need to actually use it for something. Like, maybe I come across enemies I'd want to just snipe out, because shooting with a bow is not really practical. Because they usually just tend to stay far away from you. I didn't even kill it. Yep, I have this thing. Though I honestly don't have too many case scenarios where I really want to use it. It's slow and you actually have to kind of point your gun at whatever you want to shoot. Usually it would only really save for stuff that's really far away and just stuff that doesn't want to come close to you at all. Yeah, I'm usually not even using a sniper rifle because usually I'm fighting stuff that's at least close enough to me that I can just attack with other weapons. But yes, you can actually use snipers in this. And I think I'm currently carrying one of the better ones. Yep, welcome to Advent of Ascension. There's really so much in this mod. So many guns, and most of them I'm probably never going to use. Because I've probably already found most of the best ones already. Let's just test it quickly on this Construct of Terror here. Unless we should miss. Oh, I really can't hit this thing right now. I just shot it once, but it's still not dead. I would need to probably hit him again, but this thing's kind of messing it up. It's kind of messing me up, so making it hard to get the second hit in on him. Yeah, that's basically what I use the sniper for, and that's kind of about it. Everything else I can kind of just shoot with a bow or smack with a sword, anyways. Yeah, a lot of these guns don't look all that realistic, by the way. Like, has anyone ever seen a gun that looks like this? Probably not. Most of them don't even look realistic. Yeah, you're telling me. There we go. That's basically what I use the sniper for. That's basically what it's meant to be used for in the first place anyways. Just basically hit stuff that isn't close enough to you. They gotta just kind of shoot it like from really far away. It's for shooting the stuff that's really far away from you. And also the stuff that just won't come close to you, so you gotta just be able to hit it from afar. Because it would just be such a pain in the ass to do it with anything else. For something that tiny and that far away, you need a good aim. And sniper rifles basically give you the best aim possible. But they're incredibly slow. That plus at least they can hit pretty hard too. But they're incredibly slow. Now that would be one hell of a way to just actually substitute for fighting real wars. The presidents just play CSGO against each other. I just can't picture Donald Trump, like, being the kind of guy to just sit down and play CSGO. Like, what, he's in his 70s or some shit? Like, I don't see him being the kind of guy who's just gonna sit down and play CSGO. Or say, perhaps Bill Clinton, either. I just can't see it happening. Hence why I just can't picture it happening. but it would be pretty epic. I'll probably want to pick up that rose I didn't get there. I'll put some of these gemstones away quickly. Yeah, you did. I've already headed pretty far out at this point. I mean, I'm trying to head back to one of the crystal traders I've taken the note of where he was much earlier. Trying to go back to one of the crystal traders that I know where he is. He's pretty far from spawn though, so it's kind of a long trip over back to him. Well, there's still, of course, going to be plenty of gemstones to pick up from here, since usually didn't go this far out this often. Well, it depends really on the electronic music. I kind of listen to a lot of stuff, actually. Okay, that thing's dead. Thought it survived like the second bullet for a second there. Lev is officially a stream sniper. Technically speaking. I'm gonna just go and trade in some of these white gemstones quickly. Just basically looking at what I have right now at the moment. Just so I can see again. Yeah, without the night vision potions, that's definitely true. I just basically always bring night vision with me so I can see what's going on. It'll just be so much harder to really mine or do anything really if it's all dark. Just having night vision makes it so much easier to really do anything out here. Okay, this isn't the box with my crystals in it. This is the box with stuff in it. Oh, a lot of gemstones here. We're just going trade in now. Let's go and do that. Yeah, it is a lot like the nether and how the terrain generates. Hello there. It is like a lot like, yeah, the nether and how the terrain generates, basically. But there's no lava, there's water instead. So at least lava's not a problem here. But it's a lot darker in Christevia than it is the nether. But I think overall it's actually probably safer here than the nether. At least when it comes to, like, the nether mobs. Like, vanilla Minecraft doesn't have all these crazy nether mobs this mod has. And even then, like, next version of Ascension, next major update, they're gonna nerf a bunch of the deadlier nether mobs. So it's gonna be a lot more manageable for early game. Health spots are gonna stop teleporting players directly on top of them, and skeletal cowmen aren't gonna attack you unless you attack them first. I think. I read something about them becoming neutral instead of being aggressive. Which would mean you have to attack them first before they start attacking you. I don't even know what's hitting me. Yeah, it actually did. There's plenty of overworld mobs, of course, that got added in. And also stuff that got added into the nether as well. But it didn't actually change anything in the end, though. The end still remains the same. Overworld and nether, on the other hand, new mobs got added in. Another of these guys just looks like he found his way up to me. I mean, I don't think I really stopped at a yellow crystal creator so far. I think this is probably the first one I've stopped by, like, in a while. Mainly because yellow crystals weren't exactly high priority for me at the moment. But I don't want to just be carrying all these gemstones, so let's just make crystals out of these. Should be almost done at this point. Okay, still have a couple night vision potions left. Might want to actually hurry it up soon, though. Not spend too much more time here. Because I know these won't last forever. Okay, there's the crystal traders up there. Okay, I will need to take the ladder now, it looks like. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are twinkling alright. Alright, so what is he selling? I don't need tokens. I got this already. Bought one of those already too. Think I can afford these. Probably can easily afford these, let's just be honest. Yeah, we can buy those. Let's cross this off our list. I guess we'll also do the same for the chest plate here. Basically just getting more items for our collection. So it's basically a melee damage boosting set, but there's a risk attached to it, so I doubt I'm really going to use it. As nice as it might look. Just seems too risky for me. And I think someone else is probably selling the legs, like another one of these guys somewhere. This guy doesn't seem to be offering the legs, so I'm assuming another one will instead. So we basically already have like almost the whole set here, which is nice. And then there's just a giant crystal being sold there. Still doing incredibly good for yellow crystals, though. Thaumcraft, not yet. Though I do know what that is, Thaumcraft. It's a magic-themed Minecraft mod. Look like I'd have to check it out one of these days, but I'm still basically hell-bent on just getting as much of Advent of Ascension done as humanly possible. Oh, physicist, hey there. Still hell-bent on doing this, by the way. Looks like I can now head off for, like, elsewhere at this point. What scan logs are better, Prime 1 or 2? You mean the original or, like, the Google translated scan logs? I honestly don't remember most of the Prime 2 scan logs, really. I don't remember Prime 2 quite as well as I remember Prime 1. I just always remembered Prime 1's, like, scan logs and story that much better. Scan logs that talk about Samus. Yeah, me too. Of course, I can't help but figure out one that would really stand out to me would be, like, basically an order to kill Samus on sight, and then Samus just finding that. You probably have to wonder if she even really reacts at all, if she just basically knows what's gonna happen anyways. Death to all who oppose us. I think she probably already has the idea that they want to kill her. Death to the hunter. She's probably already well aware they want her dead. She probably doesn't react to reading that anyways. What the hell is hitting me? I'm not going to stay to find out. I'm just going to run around and look, see if I can maybe find more of these crystal traders. Wonder if I might have to find more just to get, like, the last couple of things they might be selling. Certainly getting a lot more trouble than what I asked for here. That was probably from Prime 2, wasn't it? The Dark Hunter. Must have been Prime 2. Must have been talking about Dark Samus as well. I'm pretty sure I do not. Ooh, what's this thing here? Looks like a crystal trader I've not yet been to. Now, if I can only get a closer look. If only I could get a closer look. Maybe I can actually use the bow on this thing. Except it's going to start flying away as soon as it gets the hint that I'm aggroing it. And then it's going to start just flying away again. Yeah, if it stays close enough, I can actually take it out with the bow. I think that's going to be enough to hold them off for now. I think I can now head straight up here, actually. Yeah, this is what I want to quickly check out. So what is this guy selling? Crystal Carver. Great Blade. Still need to find another of these guys who will sell the legs. Have I been to this crystal trader yet? There's one over here too, it looks like. So I need 60 of each of those types of... Hope this guy doesn't just die of the Construct of Terror attacking him. This guy just got shot by one of these enemies here. Hopefully it doesn't actually kill him. Yeah, I kind of think the same way. Yeah, I just wanted to see what this guy was selling. I don't want to get killed. I guess we'll just have to take note of his location and come back to it later. Negative 1707, yeah. I'll just have to take note of these locations and return to them another time. But I do want to see what's going on with this other crystal trader up here. I'm gonna quickly head on over here and see if I've talked to this guy or not. Looks like I probably haven't been to this one either. This guy's selling the legs, though. 1730, 1006. I'm just basically taking note of all these crystal traders here. That guy will sell me legs, though, if I can just afford them. Currently can't, though, but that's what he's offering. I think I was probably just at this one not too long ago. I was probably literally just here, I think. So I'm probably going to consider just heading back at this point. Gonna go back to the overworld, probably. Maybe I could grab whatever else I can see while I could still have some night vision going. Custom game. They probably didn't ask for it to be too big, I can imagine, if they gave you a week for it. Yeah, you can make a decent game in about a week if you know what you're doing. It's certainly doable. Oh, I could do that. These frickin' guys, though. I'm not expecting it to if you're being given only a week to do it. So you're basically trying to gather coins? Seems simple enough. It's like... It's basically just get as much score as possible. So basically score health and lives. Seems simple enough anyways. Looks like that Rosedon didn't take me anywhere. Looks like I might have to do a bit of mining just to get back. So 60 purple and 60 yellow crystals for that crystal great blade. Then like whatever else I needed for the crystal boots. Then the crystal carver. Don't remember exactly what I needed for that either. Probably 60 of 2 more crystal types. Didn't exactly look because I knew I couldn't buy it. Basically just grabbing whatever I can before it goes pitch black. Pretty sure I can easily still make it back because I have like good armor. I'll still be able to see somewhat, but it's just going to be a lot hard to see once it goes black. It's going to go dark in about 45 seconds. I mean, do you really think you're going to make like the next Metroid Prime in a week? It's not going to happen. Like, you just have to like imagine just how many people worked on those games. Like, how much of a budget those games must have had. Basically. And this is where it basically goes pitch black. And now I won't be able to see very well on the trip back. From jumping while in midair. So what are you using to actually make the game in? And of course I brought 5 torches only. That's not going to help me see very well at all. Never heard of that one though, by the way. Wondering if it's like the same procedure for basically any game, no matter what engine you're using. Do you have a way to maybe get the player to check to see like where the ground is? Like from maybe like the center of like the player, you just raycast down a bit just to see if you actually hit ground with a raycast. Or maybe just check to see if you're colliding with something that's defined to be ground. And if you are actually landing on something that's considered to be ground, you specify that he's grounded, and then you let him jump. And as soon as he basically leaves the ground, you specify him to be not grounded, and thus don't let him jump. I don't really hear people making games in JavaScript. It's not to say it's impossible, though. It's just I never really seen it happen. Let's just quickly put this stuff away while we're at it. Yeah, that's basically what I would recommend. Basically just check for both of those. Like, they both have to come out as true, otherwise you just won't go into the if statement. Basically ask if he's grounded and, like, you're pressing jump. And both of those conditions have to be met, otherwise you won't execute whatever's in the if statement code. Hi there, what does a seer mean? Yes, it's pretty freaking dark right now, for those who are just getting in. I ran out of night vision potions and stayed longer than I was anticipating to. I mean, I'm certainly getting closer to basically just having gotten every item in here, really. I'm trying to just mine these gemstones, so I can barely see what's going on here. Kind of makes it really hard just to tell whether or not I'm actually going the right way. So what did it teach you then? Stuff you probably don't even need to know? I'm just really having trouble actually going the right way right now. Just trying to basically point my guy in the right direction's getting kind of tedious with all these things attacking me. And of course, every time I want to stop to mine something, something comes chasing after me. Well, most of the time anyways. So I'm basically just trying to grab purple gemstones right now because I know those are going to be needed for that crystal great blade. I'm basically just trying to collect everything out of Christevia, and crystal great blade's kind of expensive. So I'm kind of just trying to pick up on gemstones here because of that. You talking about programming languages? Honestly, hard to say because considering just like how many different things are like in a given language, like how many different sorts of like objects, classes, I'd probably say like a year or two, but I'd probably just be like lowballing it. Just trying to imagine how many classes like must be like in any given programming language I've never seen before. Still not able to use the Rosons now. Have I watched? Yeah, a couple. I never thought I'd see someone get so mad over Wii Basketball until now. There we go. In one of the sword fighting games he played. I think I saw clips of the sword fighting game. I think I know what you're talking about. Alright. Probably not going to be doing that much more this stream, most likely. And I've already basically done a bunch of my exploration for today. Alright, we're still heading the right way when it comes to just getting out of here. Might want to maybe repair a couple armor pieces soon. Just maybe I might have to consider that. Okay, I see our portal. So it looks like we can now leave. I honestly don't want to stay in here any longer since it's still pretty dark here without the night vision. So I'm going to be heading out. Sunlight, at last! The lights! It's the light, it's great! At last, more light. Of course, there's more gemstones just sitting back in here. And just more gemstones to be turned to crystals, of course. Looks like we can basically fit everything we still have into one single double chest. That's basically the rest of my crystals and gemstones that are left over at this point. They can kind of just all fit here. This will just get added to our collection. But what do I look like with the armor actually equipped? I'm just curious to see what it looks like. Not bad. Still not really convinced to actually use it, though. 66% chance to deal double melee damage, 20% chance to deal 50% of the base damage to yourself. So, does the damage still go through, or is, like, the damage cancelled out and only 50% of it is dealt to me? Or do, like, we both get hurt at the same time? Obviously can't find out right now. Still don't have the full set yet, exactly. Only next stream, like, might actually be able to get the full set. I'll just basically put it away here for now. Might be time to repair this sooner or later. Same goes for that pickaxe of mine. Might want to repair that soon as well. Gonna put my sniper rifle back away. And this too. Never really use it much. Never really used it at all that trip, actually. Forgot I had it. Okay, I kind of just forgot I even had the thing in the first place. More crystal banners? Sure, why not? I have like plenty of those at this point. Plenty of crystal banners. So I certainly made progress with just the stuff in Christivia, getting that stuff done. So I'll probably just make more night vision potions for like the next trip there, because it's probably going to be another trip most likely next stream into Christevia. Just to see if we can get basically the rest of the stuff in there done. Well, we might be able to basically just get everything in Christevia done at this rate, so let's just basically prepare more night vision potions for that. We'd also have to maybe look at just fixing up our armor. And maybe the pickaxe and maybe the bow as well before going back. And see what we can do about the sniper rifle as well. Gonna perhaps have to see what I still actually need at this point. I have 7 crystal core statues. I'd like to have like a gold and a regular one, so I'd get 3 more of those. So I'm still like missing the crystal carver, so that's 60 more purple crystals and 60 blue crystals right there. And the Great Blade, so I need another 60 purple crystals and another 60 yellow ones. So I still need like plenty of purple crystals to make this work. Then I'm missing the crystalless leggings, that's 40 white and 40 red crystals right there. Then I think I basically have everything from Christevia at that point. Then I'm basically just good at that point. Oh, the recoil damage from the crystallis armor ignores armor. So like, let's say if the unenchanted skeletal sword would do like 23 damage to something, 5.75 hearts of damage done to the player, the 1 in 5 chance goes through. And the recoil damage ignores armor, so no matter what you're equipped with. What, you take like 5 hearts of damage with your skeletal sword? 1 in 5 times you hit something, you lose 5 hearts? Is that seriously what it does? Am I reading that right? Like, why would you ever use that then? If that's actually how it works, why would you use it? What if you just hit something like 2 times in a row and the 1 in 5 chance just goes through and you basically die from your own armor? Like, I could just basically die in 2 clicks, possibly. So why would I ever use that armor if that's actually the case? Yeah, it just seems like way too likely it's gonna fail me. Well, there's more night vision potions for the next upcoming trip. It's probably only gonna happen later, though. Let's see if we can just basically get at least one dimension 100% complete. Because we're getting pretty close when it comes to Christevia.